Hey everyone, welcome to GardenFork. This is another episode of Viewer Mail. I was also maybe thinking of changing it to calling it Ask Eric. I get emails all the time, people ask me questions, and we occasionally put out the Viewer Mail video. So this is one of those. Let me know what you think of the Viewer Mail video. Should we do it every week? I've been doing it, I don't know, every 3 weeks or something. So let me know what you think, okay? First, people have been asking about these birds in the background here. They are from an artist on Etsy, and there will be a link in the show notes here. You usually have to click on more info on the YouTube channel or on our website if you're watching on our website there, about a link to the artist that makes these. They're really cool. I'll do a little close-up of them, but they're these die-cut birds made out of old maps. So, in case you're asking, that's it. I cannot claim to be the designer in our home. As you know, the camera operator is responsible for such things. Paul writes us with a seed starting soil question. So here we go. Like you, I use coir. And coir is a shredded coconut fiber, which is used as the seed starting medium, and medium to large vermiculite for my seed starting soil. But I also add green compost so that all three components are in equal proportions. Do you advise against adding compost? Does this make the seed starting soil, too heavy or dense in your opinion? Well, here's what I think. I'm big on a light soil for starting your seeds. Don't use potting soil, and don't use soil from your garden to start seeds in little containers. The soil will crust over and get hard, and the seeds have a hard time pushing through. You can use the coir fiber. You can mix it with vermiculite or perlite. If you're going to mix compost with it, I think that's fine, but make sure that the compost has been steamed or sterilized or heat treated. Compost, very likely, if it's from the outside, has some fungus gnat eggs in it or some fly eggs in it. And if you bring that inside, they get warm and they hatch and then they fly around your house. And there are some people in your house that might not like that. That being said, I do think it's good to add in compost or perhaps a little very weak liquid fertilizer, or even I've seen some little pelletized fertilizer in some seed starting mixes as well. But a little fertilizer does not hurt. I think the compost is just fine. What do you guys think about that? In the show notes below, all right? Our next question is about our DIY brick pizza oven, a super popular show. Our design is based on one by Stuart Silverstein. He has a really great ebook out, and there's a link in the show notes below here for his book. If you want to go get his book, it's more than just the pizza oven. It's a really good book about bread ovens, and I like it. I bought it, and I think you should too. But Francois's question is, specifically, we are using clay brick to build our portable DIY pizza oven. A lot of the bricks sold by the home improvement centers now are made of cement, and he asks, I have some leftover bricks in my backyard. How can I tell if they are clay or not? I went out into my yard and I got 2 bricks. This is a cement brick. This is a clay brick. Now, how can you tell the difference? Well, first of all, this one's easier because it's got these round holes in it. This usually means it's a cement brick. But if you look at the sides of these, the clay brick has a much more organic feel to it. This has a very symmetrical pattern to it. It looks like dried cement. This looks more clay-like. Most clay bricks have a brand in them as well, and they're from old buildings. And this one's nicely cleaned up. So that is how I tell the difference. Clay bricks are usually, the corners aren't as tight. You see how sharp the corners are on this one, and see how the corners are kind of rounded here. When this one flakes off, it looks like a terracotta pot kind of texture to it. So that's how I tell the difference. You can find, clay brick. Guys that are doing demolition, you could look in your area for demolition contractors and say, hey, you got any clay brick? Are you breaking anything down? You could even put an ad on Craigslist, and people have done that saying, wanted used clay brick, and people are like, come get it, it's in my backyard. So there you go. Cement brick, clay brick. This is not good for your pizza oven. This is. We've got a follow-up pizza oven video, which is kind of fun, with what I call the log rolling incident. And you'll just have to watch to see what that is. Again, the links are in the show notes, and we'll have one at the end of the show. Our next question is from Ken, and Ken asks, Have you got a new kitchen? It looks different, and the oven you use looks different. Great videos, very entertaining. Keep up the good work. Regards, Ken. Yes, it is a different kitchen. We have our house in Connecticut, but our day jobs are in New York City. So we have an apartment in Brooklyn. We recently moved to a new apartment, and it has a pretty nice kitchen. So I've been shooting some videos in the Brooklyn kitchen. We're in the Brooklyn kitchen right now. It has brick and it has knotty pine. Our little house in the country we bought about 12 years ago. It was pretty run down. It was going to be donated to the fire department. They were going to burn it for practice, which is good. I think that's great for our town. But we bought the house instead, and we've slowly been fixing it up. So that's kind of our weekend renovation project house. And during the week, to make a living, we live down here in Brooklyn. So yeah, there are two different kitchens, and I'm going to be shooting more shows down here. And just let me know what you think about that, because a lot of times the camera operator is not available to make videos, and I want to make a video, so that's why I started doing that. All right? So if you guys have any questions, it's always great to hear from you. You can send me an email, or you can put the questions below here in our show notes. And again, if you would like to support GardenFork, there's a donate button on the GardenFork website. Send us 20 bucks. I'll send you a copy of the Labrador ebook, the most recent one we have out there. That would be great. And again, go out and do cool stuff and come and tell me about it. People have been making the plywood boat and sending some pictures. They've been making the pizza oven and sending pictures. I love to get pictures, and I want to share. Actually, I want to do a video of just pictures of stuff people have done pretty soon. All right, so make it a great day. I'll see you later. Just got clay junk all over my table.